The food service operation, facilities planning, design, and equipment. Like any business venture, developing a food service operation starts with planning, and there are several things to consider. The amount of space needed for food service, the flow of the kitchen, regulation and safety issues, and location-specific restrictions. The first step in planning is to identify the decision maker. That person then creates a plan or a prospectus that covers the food service operation. Once a prospectus is made, it is then given to a project manager. This person is very important because they are responsible for the execution of the entire food service operation. Safety and productivity are two major concerns for any food service operation because they directly relate to profit. Once the planning process of a food service operation is complete, it is then time to focus on the design and layout. The first step in the design and layout process is to allocate space for functioning areas. This basically just lets us know how much space we have for the kitchen and how much space we have for the dining room. Once space allocation is complete, you can then begin designing the functional areas. Here is a table that shows how much space allocation per seat is required depending on the style of restaurants they are within. When designing your dining room, make sure you keep in mind the concept and style of the restaurant. You want to choose furnishings and artwork that is related to it. Designing the kitchen is important. 25 to 40% of a food service operations space is used for the kitchen or production. Considerations include what type of food is being prepared, how much food is being prepared, or what volume of food will be produced in that day, what items are on the menu, and what equipment is needed to make these items. Once the planning and design process is complete, it's time to select the equipment. This is important because you want to make sure you get the correct equipment as well as making sure it fits in the allocated space. Once you have finished selecting the food preparation equipment for the kitchen, it is then time to select the serving equipment for the dining room. Consider tableware, glasses, and flatware. Because there are so many different items to choose from, the project manager often uses an equipment specification sheet just to keep things organized. Corporate responsibility is vital to a food service operation. It is the notion of protecting the environment by engaging in sustainable, responsible practices. This then aids to more effective handling of energy, water, and food waste. U.S. energy and water consumption is at an all-time high and is expected to rise 3 to 4% annually until new energy platforms are developed. This is why food service operators must take corporate responsibility serious. In an effort to reduce energy consumption, food service operators reduce kitchen sizes and integrate high-efficiency production equipment. Along with composting, food service operators use bioconversion to divert food waste from landfills and contribute to a healthier environment.